I don't like insulating.
This is our chosen method of our insulating or trying to maintain the thermal value of this roof, this cold roof, while still having downlights, which we've got to have because we haven't got the head height to have any other kind of pendant or any other kind of light. So this is what we're going with. I'm going to show you how we're doing this now, and we'll show you now what light we're having to minimise how much insulation we're taking out, having these low profile downlights, using those ones. So we'll show you how we're doing this now, and then let us know in the comments whether or not you think it's worth it, a good idea, or what. First thing we want to do is measure exactly where we want our light. I'm going to cut a 200mm hole straight away through this insulation with the pad saw. I've cut that out now. The reason why I've gone all the way through is because trying to scoop this out and trying to maintain the back to it, you're not going to be able to do it with this sort of insulation. So I've cut the entire thing out. Now what I'm going to do now is put a 25mm piece back in the back to seal it back up again. Now I'm not going to use any 25mm insulation because A, it's expensive stuff, and B, because this might not be cut exactly square. Well, it won't be because I've just blasted it out with a pad saw. Getting one to fit exactly the right size of hole is going to be quite difficult. So, being that this is the bit that come out of it, and we know that's got to be the exact same hole, I'm just going to cut 25mm straight off the back of that, and I'm going to turn it upside down and put the foil side in, or foil side down. So as we're looking up at it, as you can see, the foil is looking up at us, and then I'm going to, looking down at us I should say, and then I'm going to foil tape the back. So that's me off cut. I'm just going to cut 25mm off it. And there we go. Now because that has come out of that, I'm obviously going to put straight back in. Before I put that back in, what I've found is it's a lot easier to tape these sides now. So it's also easier to tape them this way rather than trying to get it in like that. So I'm going to go around each side. You should have something like that. Smooth them bits down, use a roll of the tape. So you get all your corners all nice and crispy.
Well, that's good, isn't it? That's a great idea. Saves paper cuts.
So you get in there.
Because there's nothing worse than a paper cut.
Well, there is just to chop you off.
Just spend a bit of time on it, just try and get it as flat and neat as you can, because the inspector's going to inspect all this anyway, so you want it to try and look as neat as possible. Another top tip for you is use the stuff that hasn't got any backing paper. It makes this process a lot less sweary.
Like this.
Right, like that. I mean, that'll be a nightmare.
You can't get it off. It's a nightmare.
It'll be a nightmare. So much better that come out. There we go. So that goes in. Which way is it? That goes in like that, foil side down. Turn it round, get it nice and flat. Now the slightly awkward bit, I've been trying to get some stuff right into those corners. Get the pad saw, which is somewhere.
Yeah.
Poke a hole through the middle of it. All the way through. Yeah. And then that's look at it, then that threads through, so, up it goes into the hole, and then once it's done, it'll look a little something like that, and then we'll go around later and then we'll put some mastic or some sealant in this hole here and try and keep it as sealed as possible, and that's basically the best that we can do. What that means then, according to the building inspector, is that if we foil tape every single joint there is possible, including the ones between the insulation and the timber, and if there's any double timbers, not there is on this one, but if there is, that join as well, all around the edges, the lot, that's our vapour barrier sorted. Then we can use a 22mm insulating plasterboard under that, and then we're fully insulated up to regs. So that's what we've got to do. What we could have done is took a little bit less out of this, then maybe argue it a little bit rougher, and then do 50mm or 25mm insulation, then plasterboard underneath it to bump up the thermal value. But then that's going to increase or decrease our ceiling height quite considerably. So we're trying to get it up as much as possible, which is why we're going to all this trouble. So there you go. Let us know whether you think that's right, worth it, or whatnot in the comments below. And yeah. Now repeat 15 more times.